Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is a beer I acquired in Sainsbury's. It's from Gwei-Lo Brewery, and the beer is this one. It is the peanut butter and raspberry jam pale ale. And yeah, it's exactly what it says. Peanut butter and raspberry jam in a pale ale. It's 4.9% ABV, and it's a really interesting flavour profile, I think, for a pale ale. Peanut butter in the stout, porter, yes. Pale ale, I'm not convinced. So yeah, there we go. It says a little bit on the side of the can about the name of the brewery, and I know it has caused a little bit of whisperings amongst a few people, that it's a bit of a slang term to describe foreign settlers in the Canton region in the 16th century. Affectionate, apparently. But here we go. Anyway, ingredients. It says it's a classic American combo, translated into a beer. Raspberry puree, peanut and vanilla combined in a medley of delicious flavours. Mosaic hops add a touch of fruity bitterness to complete this dessert-style pale ale. I love Mosaic. Will it bring the dank? Who knows? But your ingredients, obviously there are peanuts in here. Actual peanuts. So yeah, it's an allergy. Otherwise, you've got your usual malted barley, wheat, oats, and yeah, usual bobs. Hops, vanilla, yeast. Yeah. Anyway, interesting flavours for pale, like I say. Let's get it out into a glass and see what I think. So I'm on the fence on this one as to whether or not I'm going to like it. So we're going to pour into my vocation glass today, and the pour is, well, it's the right colour, I guess, for a pale ale. We're not going to go nuts. So it looks like a good pale ale, colour-wise. Got a nice haze to it, it's just about hazy. A nice finger and a bit of white head that's nice, tight, and compact. That's your beer up close. So it looks all right. Let's have a whiff, see if we get the peanuts in the jam. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. Yeah, I get peanut. I do get the peanut up front. Then I get a slight tart raspberry. That's messed up. I remember being confused. My nose was confused by Tiny Rebels Pump Up the Jam, their raspberry jam donut pale ale. It had that donut bready thing going on. I wasn't a big fan. The wife loves it though. This twists my melon in a big way with that peanut. Not expected at all. And I know that Boss Brewing put out a peanut pale, and that was universally slammed. So yeah. Peanuts and raspberry. I know I'm waffling on about the aroma, but yeah, it messes with your head. So it looks good. It smells dubious. Peanut in a pale. Let's find out what it tastes like. Cheers. The body is light to medium, carbonated quite well, and the flavours, it's got a brute IPA thing going on. It's really quite dry, and the flavours, if you've ever had peanuts roasted but nothing on them, and you get a bitter one, that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting a hint of the raspberry. Mmm. The aroma's twisting in my head. The flavours are messing with my palate in a big, big way. It's just not what I expect at all. Like I say, the bitterness is like that peanut, that almost raw peanut type thing. I'm struggling to get the mosaic. I really am. I'm struggling to find anything I like. Yeah, so raw peanut, bit of raspberry, not a lot of anything else. The finish is, again, a little bit dry. And that peanut vibe, that raw peanut vibe is continuing in the back end. I'm not a fan. No, not a fan. I knew it was a risk, but these are the things that we do for the pleasures of beer. Anyway, let's go to the scoreboard of joy, which says that the Gwei-Lo peanut butter and jam pale ale has had 1,800 check-ins and an average of 3.28, and 4 people I know with a slightly higher average of 3.44 have tried it. Yeah. Let's be objective, as always. I'm always honest and objective. So we're going to fill in the scoreboard of joy with the looks, the aroma, the body, the taste, and the finish, which are currently empty. I have a sneaky feeling the bonus points might be void today. Anyway, looks-wise, being truly objective, let's top it off a little bit more. When I'm looking at a craft pale ale, honestly, this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. It's a nice colour. It's a nice golden colour, little bit of haze, and a really nice white head. Cannot fault the looks at all. It's going to have a point for the visuals. The aroma is the first clue I had that something was not going to be to my liking, and it's that overriding peanut. Now, it's a different smell to the taste. The peanut is quite biscuity, and I guess that's why you're getting the malts a little bit biscuity. The peanut and the malts together on the nose mess with your head, and then you get a bit of the sharp raspberry come through. It's like a raspberry tart type thing, almost like a cooked raspberry, where it's just been mellowed a little bit, taken away that tang and just brought a bit of sweetness. Not my cup of tea. It messes with my head too much on a pale ale. I don't think peanut belongs, so I'm going to say no. I'm not a fan in any way, shape or form. It delivers what it says, peanut butter and jam, but it's really not to my liking. Body, it's light to medium, carbonated quite well, and it's quite dry. The mouthfeel is kind of what I would expect for the style. Can't fault that either. It works. I'm going to give it a point. Again, with the taste, not my cup of tea. The peanut is raw. It's got a bitterness, like I say, almost like one of those off peanuts in a pack that you used to get with the raisins in. You know, unsalted, nothing, just peanuts and raisins. My mum loved them. I don't know why. Us kids and my dad, we loved our roasted peanuts with the salt or the dry roast, but raw peanuts, no. The jam, it kind of comes through, but it's almost swamped by that peanut flavour that's, to my palate, really doesn't work in a pale ale. I struggle to get any of the pleasurable bits of a mosaic hop. I love mosaic. It brings a dank. It brings a bit of stone fruit. I didn't get that. Not that stone fruit would work in a big way here, so I don't know what kind of inclusion of mosaic there was, with just a hint. I don't know. But I don't like it, I'm afraid. So it's going to get a 0 from me. The finish for a pale ale, I want bitterness, I want hops, and I want longevity. I get peanut, and it is a bitter peanut. But it's just lacking anything else. It's lacking the hops. It's lacking anything I particularly like. But it does have the bitterness. I'm going to give it a little something, but not a lot. It's got that I like. So, the Gwei-Lo peanut butter and raspberry jam pale ale has got 2.25 out of 5 from me. One of the lowest scores I've given in a long time, anyway. So we go over to the bonus points today. Well, we know it can't have the full bonus points. It didn't get a 5 out of 5. Would I buy it again? I think we know the answer to that one. Don't we, ladies and gents? It's going to be a no. Value for money. For me, I don't like the beer. So no, it doesn't represent value for money. If you like oddball flavours in your beer and you've got a Sainsbury's near you, and you don't mind parting with about £3 a can, then you probably won't go too far wrong. But for me, it doesn't represent value for money because I'm not a fan of the flavours. So there we go. So yeah, 2.25 out of 5 with no bonus points today from me. So there we go. Like I say, it was a calculated risk. It didn't pay off today, but for you it might. You never know. If you've tried the beer, definitely let me know in the comments section below what you thought of it. Did you dislike it as much as I did? Did you like it? Was it the best thing since sliced bread for you? I don't know. I can't imagine there's many people that would say that. Anyway, I'm waffling, so I'm going to say that has been a beer. I've been me. Those are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.